So today we are going to start the next chapter is linear inequation. So this chapter is very important for the board examination, 10th standard ICSE board examination, and it comes for 3 marks. Definitely the 3 marks will be there, especially in the section A in the question paper. So you people have learned the problem like linear equation. You people have learned like 2x plus 3 equal to 7. So equal to 7. You people have learned 2x plus 3 equal to 7. So this is called as linear equation, which you people have learned in the last year. So that means the linear means the degree of the variable is 1. That is called as linear. Okay. Equation means it's equal to. That is called as linear equation, and you people know how to solve this 2x equal to 7 minus 3 and 2x equal to 4 and x equal to it is 2. This you people have learned already in the last year portions. That is called as linear equation. Now today we are going to learn the one more topic, that is inequation. So before going to the linear inequation, some of the basics you should have in your mind. The first basic is, what do you mean by capital W? Capital W means it's a set of whole numbers. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So writing this in the what you call as a roster form. This is called as roster form. Putting a comma for each number and writing in the flower bracket. It's very important. That is called as a roster form, which you people have learned in the sets chapter. And the next is capital N. Capital N stands for a set of natural numbers. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. This is also called as a set of natural numbers. This also you people are knowing very well. And next comes I. I or Z. See, I stands for a set of integers, or you can call Z is also a set of integers only it is. So that is very important, because this I or Z has to be used while solving the problems. You should know these things are very well. So what is that here? It is 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, and so on. That means a set of integers are those which are 0, positive numbers, negative numbers is nothing but we call as a set of integers. This is also, if people are quite clear about it. So the next is a Q. What is this Q? Q stands for a set of rational numbers. A set of rational numbers. Rational numbers means it is in the form of P by Q. P by Q. That is in the form of P by Q, where PQ belongs to I. And Q should not be equal to 0. Q should not be equal to 0. So this is called as a set of rational numbers, which is in the form of P by Q form. PQ belongs to I and Q should not be equal to 0. So this is called as a set of rational numbers. Children, these are very important basics which I am teaching you people for this chapter. So you should be very clear about what you mean by rational numbers. So next comes a Q bar. Q bar means a set of irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. It is not in the form of P by Q. It is called as a set of irrational, which is not rational. That is the meaning of irrational. A set of irrational numbers. Okay, children, these are very important. Irrational means which is not in the form of P by Q. Example like root 2, root 3, root 5. So these numbers are called as irrational, which is not rational, which is not in the form of P by Q. We call this as irrational number, children. That is one of the very important you should be knowing very well. And next is, last one is capital R. Children, you should know this is very, very important for you. Set of real numbers. Set of real numbers. So what do you mean by the real numbers? What do you mean by real numbers means it is nothing but rational numbers plus irrational numbers. A set of rational numbers and irrational numbers together, we call it as real numbers. So this you have to be very clear, children. It's very important for you. you are going to use in the problems frequently. So after knowing the basics of all the natural numbers, whole numbers, rational numbers, real numbers, so let us come back to this word inequation. See, for example, if I am just going to write 2x plus 7 is greater than 4. If I am going to write like this is greater sign. This is called as inequation. Inequation we call it as. It can be a greater sign, it can be greater than or equal to, it can be less than or equal to. Okay, so it can be greater also or it can be less also. So these are called as inequations. You can just substitute in this place. Either greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, or it is already greater. You can just see it's, or it can be less than 4 also. 2x plus 7 less than 4 also. It can be. So these actually symbols, if you see all of your children, it is a symbol which is used for inequation. So there is a certain rules are there. How you do the problems in the linear equation, it is the same way. But here, for example, let me take 2x plus 7 is greater than 4. This is the one problem I have taken already. I will take this same example. So I can write this as 2x is greater than 4 minus 7. So the 7 will go to the right hand side, becomes minus 7. The plus sign will come to the right side, becomes minus 7. That's the same thing like how you do the linear equation. And after that you will write 2x is greater than 4 minus 7 is minus 3. And x is greater than minus 3 by 2. This is a normal way of telling that x is greater than minus 3 by 2. So this is a normal thing which you don't have to worry about it. See, for example, children, you will have a problem like this: minus 2x is greater than 7. Like this type of sums. If it is like this, 2x is greater than 7. Negative sign is there in this. So if you just write like this, x is greater than, that is minus x is greater than 7 by 2. Because I am bringing the 2 to the denominator. Minus x is greater than 7 by 2. So if you observe this inequation, minus x is there. This x has to be made positive. If you want to make positive, this inequation has to be changed. If you multiply both the sides if you multiply minus sign, what will happen here? X will be, this greater sign will become lesser than minus 7 by 2. Because you are multiplying minus x is greater than 7 by 2. Or if you multiply both the sides by minus sign, it becomes x is less than minus 7 by 2. So what happens, children? We are multiplying both the sides by minus sign, so the inequality will change. Greater will become what? Less here. So this is one of the very important steps, that greater will become minus whenever we multiply both sides. So children, you need to observe very carefully. For example, if it is minus x by 2 is less than or equal to 7 by 3. Here also, children, you can just see here the same way how you do the previous problem, the same thing. You can just cross multiply it. Minus x is less than or equal to 7 by 3 into 2. We have just cross multiplied it. And minus x is less than or equal to 14 by 3. The same way, we are multiplying both the sides by minus sign. It becomes what? X is greater than or equal to minus 14 by 3. That means we are multiplying both the sides by minus. Again, the inequality is changing. The less than or equal to has been changed to greater than or equal to. So this is one of the very important steps, children. You need to understand clearly the step and solve the problem. It's very, very important here. Children will solve the problem here. If x belongs to natural numbers, find the solution set of inequations. So when I start solving the sums, I will be explaining you how we have to go on with the problems here. So now we are going to solve this inequation. So that is 5x plus 3 less than or equal to 2x plus 80. This is the problem here. Let us bring all the variables one side. That is 5x minus 2x less than or equal to 18 minus 3. I have brought the 18 to the 3 to the right hand side and 2x to the left hand side. So 5x minus 2x is 3x less than or equal to 18 minus 3 is 15. So x is less than or equal to 15 by 3. That is, x is less than or equal to 3 5s are 15. So I think this simplification you people should be knowing very well, because you people have got used of solving in linear equations. So that's the reason I was a little bit fast in explaining about this steps here with you people. So now my main concern is about x is less than or equal to 5, and the question you need to understand is x belongs to natural numbers. This is a very important to observe the question. X belongs to natural numbers, and here x is less than or equal to 5. So we need to write the solution set. Solution set. So what is the solution set, children? This is actually, we can write this in the roster form, because there are two forms of writing. One is a roster form and second one is set builder form. A set builder form I will teach you that later on. So for this particular problem, it is a natural number, we have to write in the roster form. X is less than or equal to 5 means we need to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have to close the bracket, children. So it's very important. If you don't put a comma also, they'll cut marks, and if you are not going to use this flower bracket also, they'll cut the marks. So children, you have to be very careful while writing this. Okay, you have to use both opening flower bracket and closing flower bracket. Both you have to write correctly, and this is called as a solution set. X less than or equal to 5 means you have to write in this way by putting a comma. This is how you have to solve this first problem here. The same way, I'm going to show you one more problem. That is 3x minus 2 less than 19 minus 4x. The simplification is same. Bring all the variables one side and all the numbers to the other side. So it will be 3x plus 4x less than 19 plus 2. So 3x plus 4x is 7x less than 21. Or you can write x is less than 21 by 7. Bring the 7 to the denominator. Or you are going to get x is less than 7 3s are 21. So you can see very clearly, children, x is less than 3. X is less than 3. The solution set is yes means solution set. That is equal to less than 3 means 1, 2. You don't write 3 because it says x is less than 3. So less than 3 means you should not write 3. It's only 1 comma 2. That's all. In the previous problem it was less than or equal to 5. Children, you need to observe the difference. Less than or equal to means we have to include 5 also. That is the difference you have to find in these two problems, children here. This you need to be very clear about it. So the next problem is, if the replacement set is a set of whole numbers, solve. So this is actually, we have to be very clear about, it's a whole numbers. We have to be very clear. We have to read the question properly, children. It's a whole numbers. So let us solve this problem now. 3x is greater than 8 plus 1. And bring this minus 1 to the right hand side, becomes plus 1. So it is 3x is greater than 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. So x is greater than 9 by 3. Or x is greater than 3. So this is actually, we got x is greater than 3, children. So how to write the solution set for this? The solution set is, you have to open the flower bracket as usual. X is greater than 3 and it is a set of whole numbers. How are we going to write? Means it is 4, 5, 6, dash, dash, dash. You cannot keep on writing the whole numbers. You have to just write 4, 5, 6 and dash, dash. So it means x is greater than 3. It can be any number more than 3. So that is the meaning of how to solve this problem. This is very important to understand how to write it. Writing is also very important. When you write an examination, you have to write step by step and show the solution set also. So let us move on to the next problem. It is 8 minus x is greater than 5. So I will bring this 8 to the right hand side. So minus x greater than 5 minus 8. So minus x greater than 5 minus 8. 5 minus 8 is minus 3, which you all of you know. Is it right, children? It's minus 3. See, you can see both the left answer and right answer is minus answer. So you have to multiply both left hand side and right hand side by minus sign. If you want to multiply both left hand side and right hand side with minus sign, see this greater sign is going to become less than. So it will be x is less than plus 3. The greater sign has been changed to less. Why it has been changed? Because we are multiplying both left hand side and right hand side by minus. The greater sign is going to change by less than sign. So next is we have to write the solution set. The solution set is, it says x is less than 3. So it is 0, 1, 2. So this is your solution set for x is less than 3. So after solving the second one, we'll try to go for the next third problem here. So that is also very important here. So 7 minus 3x is greater than or equal to, 7 minus 3x is greater than or equal to minus half. Greater than or equal to minus half it is. So now the same way we need to simplify. Minus 3x greater than or equal to minus half minus 7. Bring the 7 to the right hand side, becomes minus 7 here, children. Minus 3x greater than or equal to. So we need to simplify this. The simplification is very important. You should know very well. Take the LCM 2. 2 is LCM. So minus 1. 2 into 7, it is minus 14. And that's the LCM part. You have to be very clear about it. The 7 2s are 14. So minus 3x greater than or equal to, minus 1 minus 14 is minus 15 by 2. Minus 1 minus 14 is minus 15 by 2. So children, you can easily cancel here itself. 3 1s are, 3 5s are. It's quite easy to do like this. It will be helpful for you to cancel directly. Minus x is greater than or equal to minus 5 by 2. So you can just see the children, so both the sides minus sign is there. So again we need to multiply both the sides by minus sign. Whenever you multiply both the sides with minus sign, the inequality will change a little bit. So what happens here? X is less than or equal to 5 by 2. So when you multiply both sides by minus sign, this will also be by plus and this also will be plus here. So x is less than or equal to 5 by 2. So less than or equal to 5 by 2. Less than or equal to 5 by 2 means we have to write set of whole numbers for this. Set of whole numbers is, it is 2.5. It is nothing but 2.5. It is actually, we can also write x is less than or equal to 2.5. 5 by 2 is 2.5. 2.5 means what you will write here? 0, 1, 2. 2.5 will not, 0.5 is not there in the whole number, students. You should be very clear about it. So don't think it is less than or equal to, so don't write off that 2.5 also. So you should just write 0, 1, 2 and please close the bracket. Don't forget to close the bracket. If you don't close the bracket means you are going to lose the marks for this. Okay, the same way we will move on to the next problem here. If you all observe all of you, x minus 3 by 2 less than 3 by 2 minus x. The same way we will do it. We bring all the x to the one side and minus 3 by to the right hand side. So it becomes x plus x less than 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2. So it becomes 2x less than, so here 2 is LCM, you can just see 2 is LCM, 3 plus 3, it is 6. It's just directly we can take it as a 6 here. So 2x is less than 2 1s are and 2 3s are. So it is going to be 3 here. So x is less than 3 by 2. X is less than 3 by 2. X is less than 3 by 2 means x is less than 1.5. You don't have to write in decimal, just to show you people 3 by 2 is nothing but 1.5. So the solution set for this is, children, is less than. Less than means 0, 1. No, you don't have 1.5 also, you don't have to write also because 0.5 doesn't come in whole numbers. This is how you should do it. So the next sum is if 25 minus 4x less than or equal to 16, find the smallest value of x when x is a real number. So we have to be very clear about the question in this problem. So the first question says the smallest value of x when x is a real number. So let me first solve this problem, then we will come back to the question 1 and question 2 here. So 25 minus 4x less than or equal to 16. So let us bring the 25 to the right hand side. Minus 4x less than or equal to 16 minus 25. So minus 4x less than or equal to 16 minus 25. So 16 minus 25 is minus 9. So minus 9 it is. So you should be very clearly writing this minus 9. Sometimes I see this simplification also they make a mistake. So this minus they don't write it because 16 minus 25 they just write as plus 9. That's the biggest mistake. If you make one mistake also, the whole sum is wrong and you get 0. So be very careful about the sign also. So after this, minus 4x less than or equal to minus 9. Again, we need to multiply both the sides by minus. If you multiply both the sides by minus, it becomes 4x, the less than or equal to becomes greater than or equal to 9. Or it can also be written as x is greater than or equal to 9 by 4. So 9 by 4 is a very important thing you should understand. What is this 9 by 4 is? So children, I am saying that if you are not clear about 9 by 4, it's better you divide in the working column like this. Because sometimes you write directly, I know that, but better to divide and see. 4 2s are 8 and 1 carry and put a point here, you will get 0. 4 2s are 8, again 2 is remaining and it becomes 20, 4 5s are 20. So it is going to be 2.25. So what is that, children here? X is greater than or equal to 2.25. I have seen some of children will make mistake in this division also. So be very clear about the division also, children. So you should understand what is the inequation is coming. X is greater than or equal to 2.25. Now let me come back to the first question. The smallest value of x when x is a real number. So here the first question answer is solution. Solution for this is first one, solution. The smallest value of x when x is a real number. Real number means, what is that real number? You all of you have learned. Just now I explained to you. It's nothing but both rational numbers and irrational numbers. So smallest value greater than or equal to. So x has to be equal to 2.25. So 2.25 is a real number. So your answer has to be, it's the smallest they are saying. So greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to, we have to write x is equal to 2.25. So that is a very important step you need to understand, children. So next answer is, for the second solution problem is, the smallest value of x when x is an integer. So integer means you all of you know very well, it's a 0, positive numbers, negative numbers. You don't get any decimal in that, integers. So x is greater than or equal to 2.25, greater, they are using greater. So greater than 2.25 means it has to be the 3. 3 is the smallest number. So x is equal to, it is 3. X is equal to 3 it is. Because they are saying smallest value of x when x is an integer. So 3 is an integer. So this is a solution for this problem, children. So basically you need to be very clear with the question whenever you do the sum, this type of problems like this. So after this, let us move on to the next problem, children here. If the replacement set is a set of real numbers, now I am coming back to the question for the real numbers. In the previous problem I did for the real numbers as well as integers. I am doing for real numbers now, set of real numbers. So what is that real numbers, you know all of you? It's the combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers. It's combining both rational and irrational numbers. So let us solve this now. So what is that? Minus x greater than or equal to minus 16 by 4. I have brought the 4 to the denominator. So minus x greater than or equal to minus 4. So again both the sides minus is there. We have to remove the minus. So multiply both the sides by minus. It becomes plus. X is less than or equal to plus 4. because when you multiply both the sides by minus, it becomes what? Plus 4 it is. So x is less than or equal to plus 4 means we need to observe very clearly. It has been asked that it's real numbers. How we are going to write this solution set? It's a very important for you to learn this, children. It's set builder form I'm going to write. Real numbers means there will be so many numbers. So what is the set builder form? X such that these two dots are there, no? It is called as such that x less than or equal to 4, x less than or equal to 4, x belongs to real numbers, capital R. Capital R stands for real numbers, x belongs to real numbers. So this also should be written in a flower bracket only. This is called as a set builder form, which people have learned in lower classes, that is the set builder form and roster form, children. So this is one of the very important way of writing this, children. So be very clear about it. So let us go for the next problem. That is the same question. Replacement set a set of real numbers. So 5 plus x by 4 greater than x by 5 plus 9. So bring all the variables one side and all the numbers to the other side. X by 4 minus x by 5 greater than 9 minus 5. I just brought the 5 to the right hand side, becomes minus 5. X by 5 to the left hand side becomes minus x by 5. Now let me take LCM. 4 and 5. That is 20. 20 is the LCM. So 4 5s are 20. 5x minus 5 4s are 20. 4x. I hope LCM should be very clear to all of you. Is greater than 9 minus 5 is 4. So 5x minus 4x is x by 20 greater than 4. Or you can also just write a cross multiplication. X is greater than 80. 4 20s are. 4 20s are is 4 into 20 it is 80 it is. So all of you understood, no children? It is x is greater than 80. So what should be your solution set? Same way how we did in the previous problem. X such that x is greater than 80, x belongs to real numbers. So this is how you have to solve these type of sum. Only you have to be very careful in simplifying the problem. That's all. Simplification is very important in this problem. Minus x is greater than 7 by 2. Or if you multiply both the sides by minus 9, it becomes x is less than minus 7 by 2. So what happens, children? We are multiplying both the sides by minus sign, so the inequality will change. Greater will become what? Less here. So this is one of the very important steps, that greater will become minus whenever we multiply both sides. So children, you need to observe very carefully. For example, if it is minus x by 2 is less than or equal to 7 by 3. Here also, children, you can just see here the same way how you do the previous problem, the same thing. You can just cross multiply it. Minus x is less than or equal to 7 by 3 into 2. We have just cross multiplied it, and minus x is less than or equal to 14 by 3. The same way we are multiplying both the sides by minus sign. It becomes what? X is greater than or equal to minus 14 by 3. It means we are multiplying both the sides by minus. Again, the inequality is changing. The less than or equal to has been changed to greater than or equal to. So this is one of the very important steps, children. You need to understand clearly the step and solve the problem. It's very important here. Children will solve the problem here. If x belongs to natural numbers, find the solution set of inequations. So when I start solving the sums, I will be explaining you how we have to go on with the problems here. So now we are going to solve this inequation. So that is 5x plus 3 less than or equal to 2x plus 80. This is the problem here. Let us bring all the variables one side. That is 5x minus 2x less than or equal to 18 minus 3. I have brought the 18 to the 3 to the right hand side and 2x to the left hand side. So 5x minus 2x is 3x less than or equal to 18 minus 3 is 15. So x is less than or equal to 15 by 3. That is x is less than or equal to 3 5s are 15. So I think this simplification you people should be knowing very well, because you people have got used of solving in linear equations. So that's the reason I was a little bit fast in explaining about this steps here with you people. So now my main concern is about x is less than or equal to 5, and the question you need to understand is x belongs to natural numbers. This is a very important to observe the question. X belongs to natural numbers, and here x is less than or equal to 5. So we need to write the solution set. Solution set. So what is the solution set, children? This is actually, we can write this in the roster form, because there are two forms of writing. One is a roster form and second one is set builder form. A set builder form I will teach you that later on. So for this particular problem, it is a natural number, we have to write in the roster form. X is less than or equal to 5 means we need to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have to close the bracket, children. So it's very important. If you don't put a comma also, they'll cut marks. And if you are not going to use this flower bracket also, they'll cut the marks. So children, you have to be very careful while writing this. Okay, you have to use both opening flower bracket and closing flower bracket. Both you have to write correctly. And this is called as a solution set. X less than or equal to 5 means you have to write in this way by putting a comma. This is how you have to solve this first problem here. The same way, I'm going to show you one more problem. It is 3x minus 2 less than 19 minus 4x. The simplification is same. Bring all the variables one side and all the numbers to the other side. So it will be 3x plus 4x less than 19 plus 2. So 3x plus 4x is 7x less than 21. Or you can write x is less than 21 by 7. Bring the 7 to the denominator. Or you are going to get x is less than 7 3s are 21. So you can see very clearly, children, x is less than 3. X is less than 3. The solution set is yes means solution set. That is equal to less than 3 means 1, 2. You don't write 3 because it says x is less than 3. So less than 3 means you should not write 3. It's only 1 comma 2. That's all. In the previous problem, it was less than or equal to 5. Children, you need to observe the difference. Less than or equal to means we have to include 5 also. That is the difference we have to find in these two problems, children here. This you need to be very clear about it. So the next problem is, if the replacement set is a set of whole numbers, solve. So this is actually, we have to be very clear about, it's a whole numbers. We have to be very clear. We have to read the question properly, children. It's whole numbers. So let us solve this problem now. 3x is greater than 8 plus 1. And bring this minus 1 to the right hand side, it becomes plus 1. So it is 3x is greater than 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. So x is greater than 9 by 3. Or x is greater than 3. So this is actually, we got x is greater than 3, children. So how to write the solution set for this? The solution set is, you have to open the flower bracket as usual. X is greater than 3 and it is a set of whole numbers. How we going to write means it is 4, 5, 6, dash, dash, dash. You cannot keep on writing the whole numbers. You have to just write 4, 5, 6 and dash, dash. So it means x is greater than 3. It can be any number more than 3. So that is the meaning of how to solve this problem. This is very important to understand how to write it. Writing is also very important. When you write an examination, you have to write step by step and show the solution set also. So let us move on to the next problem. It is 8 minus x is greater than 5. So I will bring this 8 to the right hand side. So minus x greater than 5 minus 8. So minus x greater than 5 minus 8. 5 minus 8 is minus 3, which you all of you know. Is it right, children? So it's minus 3. See, you can see both the left hand side and right hand side is minus hand side. So you have to multiply both left hand side and right hand side by minus sign. If you want to multiply both left hand side and right hand side by minus sign, see this greater sign is going to become less than. So it will be x is less than plus 3. The greater sign has been changed to less. Why it has been changed? Because we are multiplying both left hand side and right hand side by minus. The greater sign is going to change by less than sign. So next is we have to write the solution set. The solution set is, it says x is less than 3. So it is 0, 1, 2. So this is your solution set for x is less than 3. So after solving this second one, we'll try to go for the next third problem here. So that is also very important here. So 7 minus 3x is greater than or equal to, 7 minus 3x is greater than or equal to minus half. Greater than or equal to minus half it is. So now the same way we need to simplify. Minus 3x greater than or equal to minus half minus 7. Bring this 7 to the right hand side, becomes minus 7 here, children. Minus 3x greater than or equal to. So we need to simplify this. The simplification is very important. You should know very well. Take the LCM 2. 2 is LCM. So minus 1, 2 into 7, it is minus 14. And that's the LCM part. You have to be very clear about it. The 7 2s are 14. So minus 3x greater than or equal to minus 1 minus 14 is minus 15 by 2. Minus 1 minus 14 is minus 15 by 2. So children, you can easily cancel here itself. 3 1s are, 3 5s are. It's quite easy to do like this. It will be helpful for you to cancel directly. Minus x is greater than or equal to minus 5 by 2. So you can just see the children, so both the sides minus sign is there. So again we need to multiply both the sides by minus sign. Whenever you multiply both the sides of minus sign, the inequality will change in this. So what happens here? X is less than or equal to 5 by 2. So when you multiply both sides by minus sign, this will also be plus and this also will be plus here. So x is less than or equal to 5 by 2. So less than or equal to 5 by 2. Less than or equal to 5 by 2 means we have to write set of whole numbers for this. Set of whole numbers is, it is 2.5. It is nothing but 2.5. It is actually, we can also write x is less than or equal to 2.5. 5 by 2 is 2.5. 2.5 means what you will write here? 0, 1, 2. 2.5 will not, 0.5 is not there in the whole number, students. You should be very clear about it. So don't think it is less than or equal to, so don't write off that 2.5 also. So you should just write 0, 1, 2 and please close the bracket. Don't forget to close the bracket. If you don't close the bracket means you are going to lose the marks for this. Okay, the same way we will move on to the next problem here. If you all observe all of you, x minus 3 by 2 less than 3 by 2 minus x. The same way we will do it. We bring all the x to the one side and minus 3 by 2 to the right hand side. So it becomes x plus x less than 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2. So it becomes 2x less than, so here 2 is LCM, you can just see 2 is LCM, 3 plus 3, it is 6. It's just directly we can take it as a 6 here. So 2x is less than 2 1s are and 2 3s are. So it is going to be 3 here. So x is less than 3 by 2. X is less than 3 by 2. X is less than 3 by 2 means x is less than 1.5. You don't have to write in decimal, just to show you people 3 by 2 is nothing but 1.5. So the solution set for this is, children, is less than. Less than means 0, 1. No, you don't have 1.5 also, you don't have to write also because 0.5 doesn't come in whole numbers. This is how you should do it. So the next sum is if 25 minus 4x less than or equal to 16, find the smallest value of x when x is a real number. So we have to be very clear about the question in this problem. So the first question says the smallest value of x when x is a real number. So let me first solve this problem, then we will come back to the question 1 and question 2 here. So 25 minus 4x less than or equal to 16. So let us bring the 25 to the right hand side. Minus 4x less than or equal to 16 minus 25. So minus 4x less than or equal to 16 minus 25. So 16 minus 25 is minus 9. So minus 9 it is. So you should be very clearly writing this minus 9. Sometimes I see this simplification also they make a mistake. So this minus they don't write it because 16 minus 25 they just write as plus 9. That's the biggest mistake. If you make one mistake also, the whole sum is wrong and you get 0. So be very careful about the sign also. So after this, minus 4x less than or equal to minus 9. Again, we need to multiply both the sides by minus. If you multiply both the sides by minus, it becomes 4x, the less than or equal to becomes greater than or equal to 9. Or it can also be written as x is greater than or equal to 9 by 4. So 9 by 4 is a very important thing you should understand. What is this 9 by 4 is? So children, I am saying that if you are not clear about 9 by 4 means better you divide in the working column like this. Because sometimes you write directly, I know that, but better to divide and see. 4 2s are 8 and 1 carry and put a point here, you will get 0. 4 2s are 8, again 2 is remaining and it becomes 20, 4 5s are 20. So it is going to be 2.25. So what is that children here? X is greater than or equal to 2.25. I have seen some of children will make mistake in this division also. So be very clear about the division also children. So you should understand what is the inequation is coming. X is greater than or equal to 2.25. Now let me come back to the first question. The smallest value of x when x is a real number. So here the first question answer is solution. Solution for this is first one solution. The smallest value of x when x is a real number. Real number means what is the real number? You all of you have learned. Just now I explained you. It's nothing but both rational numbers and irrational numbers. So smallest value greater than or equal to. So x has to be equal to 2.25. So 2.25 is a real number. So your answer has to be, it's the smallest they are saying. So greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to, we have to write x is equal to 2.25. So that is a very important step you need to understand children's case. So next answer is, for the second solution problem is, the smallest value of x when x is an integer. So integer means you all of you know very well, it's a 0, positive numbers, negative numbers. You don't get any decimal in that, integers. So x is greater than or equal to 2.25, greater, they are using greater. So greater than 2.25 means it has to be the 3. 3 is the smallest number. So x is equal to, it is 3. X is equal to 3 it is. Because they are saying smallest value of x when x is an integer. So 3 is an integer. So this is a solution for this problem children. So basically you need to be very clear with the question whenever you do the sum, this type of problems like this. So after this, let us move on to the next problem children here. If the replacement set is a set of real numbers, now I am coming back to the question for the real numbers. In the previous problem I did for the real numbers as well as integers. I am doing for real numbers now, set of real numbers. So what is that real numbers? You know all of you. It's the combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers. It's combining both rational and irrational numbers. So let us solve this now. So what is that? Minus x greater than or equal to minus 16 by 4. I have brought the 4 to the denominator. So minus x greater than or equal to minus 4. So again both the sides minus is there. We have to remove the minus. So multiply both the sides by minus. It becomes plus. X is less than or equal to plus 4. Because when you multiply both the sides by minus, it becomes what? Plus 4 it is. So x is less than or equal to plus 4 means we need to observe very clearly. It has been asked that it's real numbers. How we are going to write this solution set? It's a very important for you to learn this, children. It's set builder form. I'm going to write. Real numbers means there will be so many numbers. So what is the set builder form? X such that these two dots are there. No, it is called as such that x less than or equal to 4. X less than or equal to 4. X belongs to real numbers. Capital R. Capital R stands for real numbers. X belongs to real numbers. So this also should be written in flower bracket only. This is called as a set builder form, which people have learned in lower classes. That is the set builder form and roster form, children. So this is one of the very important way of writing this, children. So be very clear about it. So let us go for the next problem. That is the same question. Replacement set a set of real numbers. So 5 plus x by 4 greater than x by 5 plus 9. So bring all the variables one side and all the numbers to the other side. X by 4 minus x by 5 greater than 9 minus 5. I just brought the 5 to the right hand side, becomes minus 5. X by 5 to the left hand side becomes minus x by 5. Now let me take LCM. 4 and 5. That is 20. 20 is the LCM. So 4 5s are 20. 5x minus 5 4s are 20. 4x. I hope LCM should be very clear to all of you. Is greater than 9 minus 5 is 4. So 5x minus 4x is x by 20 greater than 4. Or you can also just write a cross multiplication. X is greater than 80. 4 20s are. 4 20s are is 4 into 20 it is 80 it is. So all of you understood, no children? It is x is greater than 80. So what should be your solution set? Same way how we did in the previous problem. X such that x is greater than 80. X belongs to real numbers. So this is how you have to solve these type of sum. Only you have to be very careful in simplifying the problem. That's all. Simplification is very important in this problem, children.